Tell your story.
Change the conversation.
Organized by students.
TEDxYouth at SHC.
Remember the 99% movements in America, where protesters held up signs denouncing the rich and Wall Street? Those people were angry. They were dissatisfied with the distribution of wealth in our country. 34% of Americans don't have any savings. These people were angry because they did not have any money. Even now, as the memory of these movements fades into the past, there still exists a major disparity of wealth in our country and around the world. What I want to talk to you today is about why the rich keep getting richer. And I want to show you how we can fix this problem. Specifically, I'm going to talk about an effective way that you can make money for yourself so you can change the world. I want to make clear that while this method goes for all of you, it can help my generation the most. I'm here today in part because a lot of my generation has a lot of hardships in terms of economics and finance as we progress into adulthood. So here's how we can change the status quo. Investing. Now, I know that word probably makes a little bit of anxiety in this crowd, but believe it or not, it's just as easy to invest as it is to create a bank account. Let's talk about the concept of investing and the benefits it holds for all of you. If we look at the performance of the stock market, we see there is a general upward trend. For example, the S&P 500 was only around 325 points in 1990. Today, it's over 2,600 points. In 2017, the S&P posted a remarkable 22% gain. That's kind of insane. If you bought a random S&P stock last year, you'd likely make 22% more than its initial cost. When we look at this data, it seems like the positives of investing are clear. But why trust me? Because I speak from experience as a young investor. I'm 16 years old. I'm a high school junior. My career in the stock market began when I turned 15 years old, and my dad bought me 2 shares of Apple stock for my birthday. Since then, Apple's gone up 60%. I have made a 60% profit in under 2 years. For me, these 2 years were crucial. Time is one of the most important resources for the young investor. This is why the youngest generations have the most potential to success in this field, because we have the most time. The earlier you buy, the better. Take Microsoft as an example. You could buy it in March of 1986 for 10 cents. 10 years later, in March of 1996, the stock reached $6.39 for an over 6,000% increase in 1 decade. In March of 2006, the stock hit $27. 10 years later, in March of 2016, it reached $53.50. In the 30 years between 1986 and 2016, the stock posted an astonishing 53,000% increase. Now we see why time is the most valuable resource of the youngest generations, because we have decades to see stocks gain and years to find the next Microsofts. I am reaping the benefits of my time. I now own shares from several other companies besides Apple, which I purchased on my own initiative. I became obsessed with seeing my stocks grow in value. For me, this process is actually exhilarating. That might be hard to believe. But let me clarify something here. Investing is not all fun and games. It takes a lot of savings, first of all, to invest successfully. If you can invest, you should. Consider it a privilege. Don't spend money on things you don't need. Try to avoid unnecessary shopping or spending. You'll also need a lot of patience. This is not a get-rich-quick kind of thing. As I mentioned before, time is really what matters here. Finally, caution is key. Luck may play an important role in the market, but skill is really the defining factor. Don't buy Snapchat stock just because you like the app. Use the power of the internet to research and look before you leap. So now we see essentially what investing is. It's basically a good way to make money. But what if we made it into something more? A life philosophy. Here are the 3 parts of life as outlined by industrialist Andrew Carnegie. Study hard, work hard, and give hard. Here's the theory. If you study hard in school, you're more likely to get a good job. And if you work hard in that good job, you increase the chances that you'll make a lot of money. Finally, in your old age, you can give that money away as a philanthropist. This plan gives us an opportunity to extend investing from a personal activity to a communal one. Here's why I love this 3-stage plan, because I like to think I'm living it. I'm extremely motivated to help others in my community, and I'm putting my faith in this plan because it's been tried and true, proven to succeed. I can think of 3 examples right now off the top of my head. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Warren Buffett. All 3 of these people worked incredibly hard and started young. Now they're giving hard. In 2015, Mark Zuckerberg pledged $45 billion worth of his Facebook stock to charity. And Bill and Warren keep on giving to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Young people with the means are best equipped to take full advantage of this plan in their lives and to invest for social justice because we have decades to learn from our mistakes and also to see stocks gain. Going full circle. Investing helps people in your community who are and who are not like you. Investing helps the next generation to increase their success, and it helps everyone around you to increase their potentials. It's a great positive feedback loop. Now is no better time to put the basics of finance into your lives. Like it or not, money will always be an incredibly important part of how the world works. Fortunately, a little can go a long way. So make your money work for you. Then work for the world. Thank you.